I think it's usually very easy to point accusing fingers at other people and call out their flaws and, their evil doings. And we often forget that sometimes we're also complicit in some of the things that we accuse people of doing. Honestly, it is crazy what is happening in Nigeria. Like, I don't even know where to start from. It is crazy at this time. If at this point, even we Nigerians, like the citizens, have decided to turn against ourselves, then I don't know the Messiah we are expecting to come and help us or save us out of our predicament. I'm Virtue Grace. Welcome back to the channel. I'm a travel and lifestyle content creator. I also rant and, share my opinions about burning issues like this. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. And that if you're coming by for the first time, have you subscribed? Kindly click on that subscribe button, okay? When you do, tap on the bell and select all. That way you will always be the first to know when I post a new video or I do a live stream. If you are returning, thank you, my darling Vert Love, for always coming back. I love you guys so much. Okay, so now, back to what I was saying. It is very sad because a lot has happened in this country ever since January began. Like, we are just in the second month of this year already, and a lot is happening. Number one, towards the end of last year, the federal government, through the Central Bank of Nigeria, issued a policy statement that from this year, old naira notes were going to be out of circulation. That's the 1,000 naira, 500 naira, and 200 naira denominations. The old ones will be, out. They will cease to be legal tenders.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen and members of the press. In line with the provisions of sections 2B, section 18A, and section 19, subsection A and B of the CBN Act 2007, the management of the CBN has sought and obtained the approval of President Muhammadu Buhari to redesign, produce, release, and circulate new series of banknotes at 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira levels. In line with this approval, we have finalized arrangements for the new currency to begin circulation from December 15th, 2022, after its launch by President Muhammadu Buhari. The new and existing currencies shall remain legal tender and circulate together until January 31, 2023.
And then they've released the new, designs of the 500 naira, 1,000 naira, and 200 naira notes. But guys, accessing or laying your hand on these new denominations is like an uphill task. That policy by the federal government required all citizens to deposit our 1,000, 500, and 200 naira notes, those the old ones. We were expected to deposit them into the bank before a stipulated time frame, because after that they cease to be legal tenders and anyone with them in their possession is useless, as good as useless to them.
The new and existing currencies shall remain legal tender and circulate together until January 31, 2023, when the existing currencies shall cease to be legal tender.
So there was this rush, people rushed and deposited their old notes, and then the federal government was supposed to release the new designs into the economy, to circulate it. But then accessing this new note has been an uphill task. When you go to the bank, they still pay you in the old notes. So it has just been a whole lot of drama, craziness all over the place. I mean, Nigerians are frustrated. Let's accept that. Everybody's frustrated right now. So just a few days back, the CBN, through the central bank governor, said, well, the deadline for depositing the old notes has been extended, but then the government has asked the commercial banks to start paying in the new denominations. But to get these new designs has been crazy. When you go to withdraw at the ATMs are not dispensing money. The truth is that the federal government is trying to drive the cashless policy economy, but it seems like one or two things still need to be put in place in order for it to be more seamless. And also every transition always comes with challenges, and we understand that, but it's very difficult. Honestly, it makes life difficult. Now you go to the market to buy, there is no cash. Some are saying they will not take transfer, some are saying they will not take they do not have POS to accept payments through cards. So transacting business is very challenging at the moment, but Nigerians, as always, we are trying to brave it all. When you go to the POS, the point of sales operators, so there are these people, the point of sale operators in Nigeria. They have these, mobile machines that you can go with your ATM card, you hand it to them, and then they deduct whatever amount you want to withdraw from your bank account, and they pay you in cash. Okay, you can also deposit and withdraw, you can make payments and all of that. But the most annoying part of it all is that these POS operators now are taking advantage of the whole situation and milking Nigerians dry. Like, you go to withdraw, first of all, the day I went to withdraw, they told me they were only going to pay me 2,000 naira, and the 2,000 naira was going to pay a service fee of 100 naira. 100 naira, that was fair enough. And then subsequently, I started hearing from other Nigerians saying, oh, they went to withdraw 2,000 naira, they were charged maybe 500 naira. They went to withdraw 5,000 naira and they were charged 1,000 naira service charge. I'm like, that's crazy. To even see the money is a problem. Then another thing that is happening now is, so for you to get the new notes, when you go to these POS operators, they tell you they're not paying in old notes, but they have the new notes. If they're going to pay you in the old notes, for instance, they said 10,000 naira, they're selling it at 3,000 naira.
50 for 60,000.
That's what they're selling it. Some are even selling more than that.
But where did they get it from?
That's why we can't get it from the banks.
How many, sir?
Do you understand? That's why we can't get it from the banks.
So they are basically selling the new notes as a commodity. That's like one of the most unthinkable things you can hear anywhere, but it is happening here in Nigeria. And these are the realities, guys. It is not story, like, it's not make believe, it is happening. Nigerians will always take the advantage of every situation to make the most out of it, like to cash out. That is a thing. I cashed out, I'm going to cash out and all of that. But that's a mentality that is very dangerous and harmful to us as a country. Now, the other aspect to this whole story is all the allegations that have been brought against, some financial institutions like banks, where we've been hearing allegations that some banks are actually selling these new naira denominations to influential, high and mighty people of the elite class, people who can afford it, people who have access to them. They are selling these notes to them and making profit off of it. So in the market or in the general economy, you don't see these notes, but people who have the money are going to the bank, to these bank officials, to buy from them. How do we move forward from here? Because if you look at this whole idea behind this currency redesign and all, is to fight inflation, to fight corruption, and to reduce the amount of cash in circulation, especially now that the elections, the general elections are here. Ideally, the presidential election is supposed to be this month, but there were, speculations that it might be postponed by a month or so. But the whole idea was to curb the amount of cash in circulation to prevent, issues of vote buying that usually bedevil our general elections and all of that. So now people who have money are still going to buy from bank officials. These are people who are supposed to put the money in the banking system in the proper channel and dispense or pay to their customers. Now they are channeling these funds and selling to people who are high and mighty and influential. So how do we go from here? It's like going around in circles. At the end of the day, the purpose for which the whole redesign, was set to achieve will be defeated, because corruption is still there. There was a clip I actually saw yesterday where some bank, there was a bank they went to and saw bank officials stashed stacks of the new redesigned notes behind, and then placed stacks of the old notes in front. So if you go into the vault, you are going to see the old notes, but then behind the old notes were stacks and stacks and stacks of the new notes.
So they should go and load. Yes. Look at it. You have so many new notes.
Bring them down. Bring them down.
You have so many.
them
These
down.
are new notes at the back.
Yes.
I want to bring them down so
So
that you
load
see.
all your machines. I do not want to hear it because we'll keep continuously be checking.
Yes.
Make sure that your machines are working.
can
So
see
make
them.
sure, bring them out and load.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all.
And that's
These are 500.
But you haven't gone to pick up.
Spends both 500 and 1,000.
Have you gone to CBN branch to pick up today?
They called it, didn't
Yes, I'm currently at Sterling Bank Road, as part of this monitoring compliance with the guidelines by CBN. They have 6 million, which they've collected from the bank for almost 2 weeks. They've not disbursed any. They said they're here to configure their ATM. I do not know why that. And I brought attention to the penalty clause of 1 million per day, because they have 5 ATMs here. And so there's nothing stopping them from keeping. They don't have any reason for keeping this money. The zonal service manager, what's his name again? Tunde Onikwede promised that by 10 a.m. latest tomorrow, because I told him by latest 10 a.m. I'll be here. And I want to see this machine dispensing this money.
Yet when you go to the bank, they'll tell you there's no new note, the new notes are not available. The CBN said we've dispensed several millions of naira worth of the new naira notes to the commercial bank. So it is like pillar to post. This person is saying we did this person is saying we did this, and all of that. So it's really crazy, you know. But Nigerians, we always find a way to survive. The annoying part of it all is what we as fellow citizens are using this opportunity to do. Like, we are fighting against ourselves, trying to milk each other dry, take advantage of this unfortunate situation that we have all found ourselves in by no design of ours, and then to extort money from others. It is not fair. If you're a Nigerian and you always complain that the government this, the government that, and you are one of the people doing this thing now, then you are also just as guilty as those people you've always accused. It is not fair. Why would you take 1,000 naira from somebody withdrawing 5,000 naira? Or why would you take 500 naira from someone that went to withdraw 2,000 naira? It is not fair. Honestly. I saw a funny skit that one of these skit makers on Instagram made. He went to go and withdraw 2,000, and the guy just printed the receipt and gave him with his ATM. He was like, and where's the money? He said, well, his charge is 2,000 naira. It was so funny, but that's the reality. So the guy was like, oh, so all this was just my service charge that was sitting in my account. I thought I had money. 2,000 naira. It was a skit, but it sends a message, you know. So let's try to be cautious. Let's try to operate with conscience, knowing that it could be anybody tomorrow. Now you are a POS operator. You think say you don't arrive, but they take advantage of we helpless Nigerians. They collect exorbitant charges from us. Tomorrow the table will turn, and you will see how it feels like. Let's stop this thing, Nigeria. It's not good like this. This life no good. Maybe they help ourselves. If the big and mighty they oppress us, ourselves go they oppress ourselves again. It don't make sense. Now you check them. Even if na 200 naira charge you collect from person where they withdraw 2,000 naira, it makes sense. Why you go they collect 1,500? You think say that this one you go use blow abi? You go gather around, you no go know where you go comot go. You go still lost the money. It's not good. Stop it. You people should stop it. It's not fair. We are not even going to talk about the fuel scarcity that is another bone of contention now. To even see the fuel and buy is something else. If you eventually see the price is another thing. So I'm not even going to talk about that, because the issue of fuel subsidy, fuel scarcity, fuel abundance, all of that has been on for decades. It's older than me. So I don't know what else to say about it, because it seems like we are not ready to get it right. We are not ready to do the right thing in this country. We have crude oil, we sell it to other people and import fuel, and the people in charge of the fuel, the people, the active players, the stakeholders in the fuel market or in the oil and gas market know what they are doing or know what is happening. So I'm not even going to talk about that. It's just our attitude, you know. And even the fuel issue also, people who are able to access the fuel buy and go sell in the black market at exorbitant prices. It's crazy. Like, a whole lot has just been happening in this country, and we can go on and on complaining. But the good thing is, this is the time we can get it right. Like, you know what I mean. You're in Nigeria, you know that we are going to the polls in the next month or in the few coming weeks. So you better get ready to do the needful, because me, I have my PVC. I know who I'm going to vote, because this stuff don't tire me. I want to vote, and I know who I'm going to vote for. I want change. So hope you are ready to vote as well. If you are tired of them collecting your 500, 1,000 and all of that at POS, then get your PVC and do the right thing. If you have your PVC and you say you are not going to vote because it won't count, then you are only doing ourselves harm. Better go and vote. Your vote will count. Me, I've never voted. I've always been guilty, but this time around I'm going to vote, and I know my vote is going to count, so I'm going to vote. Get ready to vote though, and vote wisely. Vote change. Vote with your conscience. You know what I mean, right? Okay, that was all I wanted to talk about today, because the thing reached me here. It reached me here. It don't to see your own money that you put in the bank, you cannot withdraw. You go to POS, you cannot withdraw. It's like, I've never, since they gave birth to me in this country, I've not seen where you have to go and pay money to buy money. How? In this same Niger? Guys, now, let's stop this thing. It don't make sense. Honestly, it don't make sense. Abi? I beg, if you don't tire, you get ready to vote, okay? This is my own small rant. If you're in Nigeria, you are a POS operator, better stop. Stop this thing when they do, because tomorrow the table go turn. Make una stop am. Make una stop am. Even all these people where they sell for, make una stop am. People go enter filling station to buy. Una no go want sell for people who get motor or get bike or anything. Or people who just want buy, come put for generator. Una go sell to those black market people, because those people they give una cut. Then una go sell to give them. Then they go reach black market, go they sell an exorbitant price. Stop am now, you know good. All of us, this change that we want to see in this country, all of us have to bring our hand and join hands together and make it happen. Because it's not going to drop on our laps. It starts with me and you. I beg. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching. If you are not a Nigerian, sorry that I had to bother you with this wahala, because the wahala don't too much for us. You got to just talk. And how is it like in your country? Do you people have fuel? Do you have your notes in circulation? Drop a comment. I'd like to know, okay? And if you've not subscribed, don't forget to click on that subscribe button. When you do, tap on the bell and select all. That way you'll always be the first to know when I post a new video or I do a live stream, okay? I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe, healthy, below abiding. I'm Virtue Grace, the African storyteller, or the African ranter. Anyone? No, the African storyteller is better. Bye.